coming to you from my magical lair in North Brooklyn. I'm Wolf, and this is Arcanaignition. The moon is a waning crescent, and I'm going to read some tarot for you. Tonight's question is from my friend Curtis, and Curtis has had a rough year. He got out of an abusive relationship and is ready to leave his current life behind him and is about to move to another state. And Curtis's question is, how should I approach this move in order to make the best of the fresh start? So I don't know how many fresh starts I'm gonna have this lifetime. I don't know if totally fresh start even exists, and I'm really excited that you're giving it your all and you're boldly taking the steps to reformulate your life in a way that makes sense for you and feels good for you. So let's see what the Robin Wood deck has to say about how to approach this move in order to make the best of the fresh start. Okay, first card. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is letting your ship sail out and hanging out until they get back. Three of Wands is the flowering of the will. Three of Wands is the gazing at the world and imagining the possibilities that it contains for you. Next card. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a warrior fearlessly battling for peace and joy and love. Knight of Cups rides up on a scene and makes sure that everybody leaves feeling better than they did when they got there. Knight of Cups is a courageous ally for beauty and truth and joy. And the last card I'm pulling for you is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is winning, but at a cost that kind of makes you wish you'd never started fighting. Five of Swords is doing battle that's not really necessary and dealing with the consequences of that battle. Five of Swords is interpersonal misunderstandings that we approach as if they're irreconcilable. Five of Swords is I'm taking my ball and I'm going home energy. So, looking at all three cards together and looking at your question about how to approach this move in order to make the best of the fresh start. So I'm seeing the swords and the wands as the forces leading you to this place. And those forces are optimism for the future and desire for new adventure and ability to flex your make or go muscles, which I'm seeing in the Three of Wands. And in the Five of Swords, I'm seeing this really shitty, unpleasant interpersonal thing that you are leaving. And the fact that they're showing up in this reading right here is telling me that you're not really leaving them. And it's also telling me, since your question is how should you approach this move, that you should not really leave them. In other words, the lessons that you've learned during this incredibly difficult period of your life, those still serve you. Not only can you and are you taking them with you on your move, but use them to influence who you are. And what is the optimal way for that human to arrive on the scene? It is this Knight of Cups energy. It is bearing the chalice of goodwill and joyous energy. And I want you to take that out there on your move. Take that galloping free with the waves thing and bring it out there. And bring it out there even if you're... So now I'm seeing that it's moving towards this Five of Swords situation. Right? The Three of Wands is less connected to the Knight of Cups. The Three of Wands is looking backwards in the opposite direction, and the Knight of Cups is moving towards conflict. And I'm gonna tell you to be your expressive, joyous self, even if it's moving in the direction of pain. I hope that is helpful to you. I wish you the very best on your move. And if any of you viewers would like to send me a question to answer with my deck, you can send it to arcanaignition@gmail.com. And if anyone has an alternative interpretation of these cards for Curtis, post it in the comments.